May I first say that this meeting is confidential, therefore nothing you say here will leave this room or go any further unless you give express permission to tell the other party. How do you think it went?
Awful. He's an idiot. I can't believe he's blaming me for this.
I can see you're angry about the problems that you and James are having. It's completely normal in these circumstances to feel that way. Why don't we start by discussing the documents that you both signed? What are your thoughts on that?
Look, I know the agreement is a lease, but he's really annoyed me. He has turned away workmen on 3 separate occasions. That is costing me in call-out charges. It's cost me £700 so far. I mean, did you get the invoices that I sent you?
Yes, I did. Thank you for sending those over. Please go on.
The thing is, he's a really good tenant and he does pay on time. But he's so stubborn. And he just keeps turning the workmen away, and I have to keep paying for that. I was really hoping that he would renew his lease and tenancy lease with me at the end of the month, but he keeps threatening not to. I'm also currently trying to rent out the unit upstairs, so I'm going to have both those problems to deal with come the end of the month.
Thank you for that, Pauline. From what you said, it seems that you thought he was a great tenant, and you've got a fear of losing your revenue. You can't rent out upstairs, and if James left the premises, you'd find it equally hard to rent out the bottom part. Is that right?
Of course, yeah. I'd really struggle in these economic times.
Going forward, would you like him to remain a tenant and have that income every month?
I'd love him to remain a tenant, but he's so stubborn. He's got to give, because otherwise, we can't be here forever.
Now, would it be helpful if James knew that you'd like him to stay after all of this, and letting him know the hard time that you've had finding a tenant to lease the top part of the bakery, and obviously the financial stress that the call-out charges have caused you? If you do find that helpful, would it be okay if I spoke to James about this?
I'd be quite happy for you to speak to James about this. I haven't spoken to him in months, so he has no idea that all this is going on. So, yeah, that'd be fine by me.
Would you like to add anything else?
No.
Okay, thank you very much. Considering you haven't spoken to him in some months, I will give the opportunity to speak to him in the joint sessions. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah, it does.
All right, thank you very much. I think we've made progress in this session. I'm going to now speak to James. If you'd like to take time to relax, have a coffee, I'll come and get you after the private meeting for that joint discussion later on.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.